Hello and welcome to the show. This is Do All the Things. On today's episode, we have a Cooler Master vertical graphics card holder kit V3. We're going to see if it fits in an Antec C8. I've always wanted to dabble in the vertical graphics card mounting. Never really had a case that supported it. But when I was shopping around for a new case and I caught the eye of the Antec C8, or it caught my eye, I saw that was a feature and it helped sell it to me. Thing is, Antec didn't really specify what holder to use. They make their own, but I couldn't find any on the Newegg site that I was buying this off of. Not as many options in Canada. I searched in general for graphics card holders of this nature, and the Cooler Master came up. It was also the most affordable one. Still nothing to scoff at, but yeah, that is the cheapest one you could get. I thought of getting one off AliExpress, but I wanted to get a cable I can trust, you know? Cooler Master is a company I like to think I can trust. So what do we got here? Right away we open the door and there's a little trap door. Ooh, it has the cable. Let's see this cable. It's wrapped in one of these. And, well, our first fail, I did the tearaway and it did not open the bag. Gotta do a more slower, methodical tearaway. Oh, hey, it's purple in the picture. WTF, Cooler Master. So this supports PCI 4.0 and 5.0. Well, if it does 4.0, that's good. PCB with this mounted on it. And then on the other side, we have cover. Yeah, that looks like a PCI Express extension cable, all right. Bottom, bunch of little black screws, 632 course with the hex head. Okay, so this kind of helps keep it in there. This is chunk. First impression, it's weighty. Loose bag, and this is it. It'll take up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6 ports. Couple screws there. Okay, looks like you can remove those to only take up 3 ports. I don't know. I think it's makes it somewhat adjustable. This is loosey-goosey this way, but we have a thumb screw with a captive plastic washer. Okay, cool. This is our position adjustment this way. So it's going to mount in the case roughly like this. And then we can align it. Yeah, seems to make sense. Here's where it's going to bolt onto our expansion. Let's get a little bit more light on there to cut through the black. Yeah, those will go into our expansion slot, screw mounts. Our adapter goes there, or our cable goes there. We got a couple little, what are these things? What are these all about? Because I feel like this thing also goes this way. Sure. Oh, I see. What is this? Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, that just came right off. Let's keep that in mind for when we have our very expensive video card in there, right? So it looks like your card is going to generally... Is it meant to be quick disconnect for your card? It's kind of irksome. That goes there. Okay, so there's this rail piece. It snaps into, not snaps, and then this just generally locks it down. And it looks like that's a little bit of a spring action, or just very tight toleranced. Okay. But yeah, we release these and it's just gonna, oh no, okay, so it's not gonna fall right out. It hooks on the top too. So it hooks on the top, so it's not gonna fall out unless you lift it. Okay, that all seems straightforward. Let's try it in the case. Right, so this is the general area we're gonna be working. I guess we have a situation where we gotta kind of figure out, I guess it could go anywhere. We could put it like way down here on the last few slots, or way up high. Probably not gonna want it way up high. I don't know, but I do believe, so I think if we take this screw out, okay, yeah, so that entire assembly comes out. That'll make it easier to assemble. Now, why would they have this? Does it say in the manual? Oh, it's for micro ATX when you don't have as many slots available. Okay, I want at least one, so we'll take out... Oh, these have plastic on them too. We're gonna have so many thumb screws, so many spare thumb screws. So we're gonna take all these slots out. We're not gonna need to put all these thumb screws back in. Loosen just this bottom one. Oh, geez, we gotta take it all out, all the way, eh? Okay, there we go. So let's try to stick this in there. This seems to want to hang on to that. Okay, so no, this bottom, that's in the way. Or no, we need to take another one out the top. Okay, the bottom's still in the way. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Am I doing something wrong? Okay, I guess we just have to take all these out and see what we're dealing with. That'd be disappointing if it doesn't fit. A Google search literally said it would fit. But like this weird, this here seems to be interfering with our little snoots. And that's to get that to fit. Okay, no. Seems we got it. Yeah. Okay, we might just be able to fit a cover back in place there. Okay, I don't know what the problem was. Slot it right in. 1 thumb screw, 2 thumb screw. It's secured. I kind of feel like for the weight of a video card, I'd want more. Like there's another, there's room for another 2 screws at least. Well, at least 1. Okay, so can I get any of these back into place? I have an eSATA header I want to fit in here, so I want to know that I can get at least 1 of these. Okay, okay. So yeah, it's in there, and it's funny because it's showing up as a different shade of black than the case itself. Bear that in mind if you're really fussy about aesthetics. And we've managed to achieve a relatively clean look on the Arcer Ender here. Depending on how your PCI Express ports line up, you might still be able to put some form of interface card in there. That is one tricky part, eh? But, you know, this thing will have 1 up and 1 more down, potentially. Or actually, realistically, if we take out this plate, we could probably put this way up high, assuming your cable's reached. I guess if you wanted to. So cool. Master. Modular. So far. Thus far. So now what? We have this whole enchilada. This assembly. Oh, dude. So this cover, interface slot cover's in the way. Well, no, we can force it. Okay. You're probably going to end up getting stretch marks if you do what I'm doing with it now, but keep that in mind. Oh, so the stock thumb screw is silver, but guess what? We have all these black ones that came stock with the Antec that we can use because they're the same thread. So then it's just a case of where you want to position this in and out, right? Which will be up for philosophical debate once we're doing our actual build. And then this guy, like there. In and out, in and out. Snip, snip. Right. Let's see how this looks. There's nothing to plug it into, but we can maybe at least mock mount a video card. I'm gonna assume that's what these black screws are for. How many did they give you? There's 7. You need 1, 2, 3, 4. Not gonna bother opening this pack at the time, just grab a couple whatever screws. It says 4.0 on here, not 5.0. That doesn't mean that it's not 5.0 capable. It means it was designed to be a 4.0, and maybe the standard just hasn't changed that much in how you would make the cable. This one's tight. Okay. Do we have an example video card kick? I'm sure we do. I'm sure we do. Popped over to the other side, grabbed this thing. It's frickin' dinosaur, but it's Beastmaster enough to give some example of fitment. At least it used to be a Beastmaster. It's small by today's standards. But I don't think I got much bigger, heavier card that's not in a build. 4870X2. It is a dual video card. And boy, this thing was big and heavy. What is this? Like, bear that in mind when you're transporting it. But then, you know, something occurred to me. Can we just do one of these? Yeah, like you could probably unplug the card like that and this entire assembly just comes out. What? Okay. If you have connectors that are very close to the top, you might have trouble with fitment. Haha, I might not be able to get this particular card to fit because it has the old connectors. It's okay, I have an app for that. We'll just strategically omit this limb. Oh yeah, it's in there. And despite its chonk factor, it fits. Well, we can't continue using. Well, I guess we could if we didn't want it to slip all the way in there. I guess that's one reason why they also gave us those screws. Might as well rip this open. Now, what if we don't want this gape here? Can we fit? Yes, but no? Like, we could, but the Antec ones don't want to go into here. And then we have this little hook here that we would have to, I guess, cut off. Assume we could even get it into here. Okay, and it doesn't appear to have come with any. Ah, this came out of... Wait, what did this come out of? I don't recognize it. Doesn't look like the one that came with my Cooler Master half. Okay, well, that one fits in. That's assuming we don't have a 3-step card, that is. The in particular card I will be using will have 3 steps. A 6950 XT. So we just slide that into place now, lock it down, and we should have this card side mounted now. And then we can adjust it in and out if we want. So we can put it inwards if we're air cooled and want a little bit of breathing room. Outwards if we are water cooled and just want to have more breathing room back here. Ho 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 ho. Oh, is that gonna work? So if we look at it from this angle, like this is your access port here. So you're kind of gonna be scissoring on your cables if you aren't minding the gap. Let's put it in so it lines up nice. All right, that would be, I guess, the sweet spot. I shouldn't have problems getting the 2 cables that I need to plug in through that hole. And yeah, that pretty much lines it up flush here. So I guess that's kind of intended to be like that. All right, so vertical graphics card holder kit B3 by Cooler Master does indeed fit into the Antec C8 curve, and probably other cases because they're making them standard now. They just generally make a cutout. There's a bit of cavats, you know. There's a little bit of tension right here, fitting that in, getting the the cover back on. It kind of wants to scrape up in there. Probably gonna end up taking paint off over time if you're moving it a lot. You know, you set it up once and let it go, it should be fine. But that's that. I will be doing a build with this case and that mount holder. Plan on water cooling. Well, it's already water cooled, but I'm gonna put my card underwater too, and that should sit nice. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, stay tuned because I'm gonna do a build with this. Yeah. I hear a cat freaking out, an alarm going off. Like it's just all of a sudden chaos, but chaos.